running. That's a nuclear power plant. So the tsunami actually destroyed the power plants and made like fish in the ocean like very weird looking. I suggest you not search that up because I searched it up and it's scary. It scared me out of my wits. So I recommend you 18 and under, you don't search it up. And this took place, the story took place in Shogohama in the little fishing country, like a fishing city in Japan, a little village. And disaster fell around the world. Visiting his dad's hometown in Japan 4 months after his father's death would be hard enough for Ben. That's the fictional character. But one morning the pain turns to fear. First, a massive earthquake rocks the quiet coastal village, nearly toppling his uncle's house. Then the ocean waters rise and Ben and his family are swept away and pulled apart by a terrible tsunami. Now Ben is alone, stranded in a strange country a million miles from home. Can he fight hard enough to survive one of the most epic disasters of all time? So I have one part to share with you, and just to let you know, a fun fact that Japan is really into robotics. I saw a Japanese professor. He's kind of like, if I am him, I'll be like this, but I'm just me, John. And he has a brother who he made has a robot and exactly looks like him. Not exactly, but almost looks like him, like a clone of me standing or a clone of him standing there. And it's like Japan is like really advanced, I guess, in robotics. And also the Japanese tsunami, they have power plants, like nuclear power plants, in there, like to generate energy, of course. And the waves just crash through it, and all the nuclear things, you know how nuclear bomb just bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima, only like one structure was alive, nothing else. People died, radiation. That happened in the Japanese tsunami. It's not like an atom bomb. It just affected it's like a radius, like a wingspan or something. And it made fish, it made nearby butterflies. I saw a picture of butterfly. It's made of so much fur, and it's like a moth times 10. Well, not 10 times 10. It's still pretty big though. I have one part to share with you that just boosted Ben's self-esteem to save himself in the tsunami. Was Ben the only person left? That was happened after the tsunami because was Ben the only person left because all those rubble, and look, here's a picture. That's Ben, and these are all the rubble made from the tsunami. Was Ben the only person left? A dark feeling came over him, blacker than the wave. Ben had never felt more tired or more cold. His muddy clothes were frozen to his body. His bone had turned to icicles. His body was raked with gashes and cuts. His strength was gone. He was out of ideas. He wanted to curl up in the mud. Yes, that's what he needs to do. Close his eyes, forget all this. But suddenly Dad flashed into his mind. He remembered what Dad told him his last night in the cave of Afghanistan. I was in bad shape, Dad had said. He was freezing cold, starving, and exhausted. His ankle throbbed and was swollen to the size of a melon. And that's like as big as my head. Your knee has almost like that, this big. I guess it will only appear in comics, but I guess it was real. The cave was crawling with rats, and Dad had hardly slept. He had eaten some leaves that made his lips swell and his throat burn. He had no water. His radio was out of battery power. He had been trying to send a signal all week and has heard some crackling voices at the other end. But he had no idea who those voices belonged to, whether help was on the way or not. Things did not look good, Dad had said. They did not look good at all, but there's one thing they don't teach you in training, that you just have to know in your heart. You have to know that no matter how scared you are, no matter how hopeless things seem, you simply cannot give up hope. And Dad didn't. He killed a rat and cooked it for dinner. He kept his mind clear by thinking of Mom and Ben and happy times ahead of him. He swung his arms in circles to keep blood flowing through his fingers. On the morning on the seventh day, Dad woke up to the sound of helicopter thundering ahead. He was too weak to walk, so he crawled out of the cave. He made it out just in time to see a helicopter overhead, just in time to fire his signal gun, and just in time to be saved. So, his dad actually told him, like, no matter how hopeless you're being, like, he's all rubble, nothing else left, and then, like, oh no, close my eyes, forget this, like, and just peacefully lie in the mud, relax, like that. But his dad's voice just popped into his mind. It's like, no matter how hopeless you are, you can't give up hope. It's kind of related to Pandora's box. Pandora just opened a box, but God told her not to. But if you say so, you can't do this, they will be even more tempted to do. Oh, okay. What is in there? The curiosity. So, and then Pandora just opened the box and hunger, fear, old age, sickness, and all sorts of stuff we have here. And I guess COVID-19 got there, just hid for a bit, hid so long, and then and here, hello guys. Yeah. So, but then Pandora just closed the box quickly, but inside there was a little voice, hey, let me out. And then no, never again. But that was hope, because Zeus stuffed the hope in the last one, so like hope would never laugh with the humans, but she just opened it and hope was still with the humans. So even it seems hopeless, you can't give up hope, because there is hope. Okay, this is the end of our